historic moment for us. It's been a hard work to get United States open. We have worked day and night to solve this, especially me. We have, let's see, everybody hear me? Yes, yes, good. When I started in OneCoin in September, my first meeting, lots of people want to start in United States, but we couldn't. We didn't have any country to open, to log in, register people. So it was a rough time. Lots of people want to join. After some weeks, we decided anyway to start register. We did that, but it was lots of problem. So here we are today after all issues and things we need to go through. We are many thousand people now at the moment in United States, and we haven't started. So this is a really nice beginning to start kick ass. We are over 430,000 people in OneCoin. It's been a crazy moment together with the rest of the world. Never seen anything like this before in network marketing. We have over 280, 290 people that max out the compensation plan every week. And it's crazy. Never seen anything like this before. We have a company that has grown from 0 to this amount of people in since September. It's 9 months, 10 months something. We have office in Sofia, we have an office in Hong Kong, Dubai, we have in Bangkok, Vietnam, everywhere now in Asia, and we will continue growing on this market. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Ruja. She's an amazing woman that has been set up things like this. I know she never sleeps, she works 24/7, and it's amazing to work with this lady. To be honest, she's an extremely good person, smart, brilliant, and after this period I have learned to know her. She's a person you got the feeling with. She's honest, and that was the only reason I decided to start working with this company in September, because I liked her business model, how she treated people. That's why I think it will be more than a success, this company. I have Dr. Ruja Ignatova with me on this call. She will do a presentation about cryptocurrency. She will also explain what will happen now in the future with the company. So it's a great honor to have Dr. Ruja with me on this call. Are you here, Dr. Ruja?
Hello, this is Dr. Ruja Ignatova. Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you perfect.
Oh, thank you so much, Per, for this nice introduction. I am so excited to be here tonight. And first of all, thanks a lot to Per, who is one of the most or the inspirational leaders of the OneCoin network, who always was one of the first ones to the US, and who is extremely special for me to be on this call, as actually the whole US started because of him and with him. But when we started OneCoin, it was for me extremely clear that we cannot build a cryptocurrency that can be global, that can be taken seriously without the US and without having a strong presence there and being taken seriously there. So what I would like to do tonight is the following actually, and for me it's very late. It's one at night. It's one in the morning actually, but it was important for us to do this webinar to kick off this new milestone in company history. I would like to tell you a bit about myself. I would like to talk about the company that we are building up, and I would like to tell you and just to make you maybe understand why I'm so excited and so interested in cryptocurrency. I will not speak about compensation plan and about the network parts because I think there are people much more competent about this and who will do more webinars and much more on this. But what I would like really to do to speak about cryptocurrency and why it's maybe the next Google, the next Facebook, the next big thing, and why we're extremely happy to be one of the first movers actually who can shape the industry and who can make a lot of things happen. So, about me, I am 35 years old. I am born in Eastern Europe in Bulgaria. This is why, my name sounds a bit Russian. Я не говорю по-русски очень хорошо, но я понимаю все. So I saw many of you here also on the call. Very warm welcome from me. Um, I have not done network marketing before this company. I come from consulting. My educational background is law and economics, actually. And this is how the whole story started. I started working at McKinsey when I was 25. I was working in banking for one of the big banks of Europe. So I was doing consulting there, risk management, and this is when I met actually for the first time Bitcoin. And to be honest, 2010, when I read about Bitcoin, I was not convinced that this one is going to work. I was looking at this one saying, this is just something crazy. It will just never ever work. And then it got more and more successful. More and more people joined Bitcoin. It got more and more popular. And it was not only for few very smart or financially sophisticated people. So Bitcoin started to become popular. Bitcoin started to become a household name. A lot of people started speaking about Bitcoin. And I got very, very interested into this concept. Of course, Bitcoin has not only advantages. They were one of the first movers, the ones who created cryptocurrency. But I guess whoever follows the press knows also that they have a lot of problems, disadvantages. And one evening I was sitting with one of my good friends, our lawyer, and I was saying to him, listen, it's an amazing concept. It can have future, but with so many issues, I think it can be done better. And then he laughed and said, really? You really think it can be done better? Then show us. And then I laughed and actually started thinking, why actually not? Why can't we make a concept that is better, smarter, and that is for the everyday people and not only for few people who are very smart, who have big computers and who know actually about Bitcoin. And this is how it all started. It started all with an idea, and I got more and more passionate about, and this is how OneCoin was born as an idea. I was thinking what the best concept is, how we can reach more people, because a cryptocurrency gets more valuable and more exciting the more people participate. It's the network effect. It's like Facebook. I guess all of you guys use Facebook. If only 1,000 of us were using Facebook, it would not be as interesting and as cool concept as it is actually now. So I was discussing marketing it very traditional through a bank. I was thinking in different actually directions. And then I met one of my good friends, Sebastian Greenwood, who unfortunately cannot be here on this call, and he suggested to me to go to network marketing actually. In the beginning, I was a bit skeptical. I did not know a lot, and I did not know a lot of positive things about network marketing. But the more I was thinking about this, the more excited I got actually about this. And this is how I decided with my team to go to risk it and to take a risk and to actually bring OneCoin in a network marketing concept. this is actually the whole story, how the whole born, who I am, and I would like to tell you a bit more now about cryptocurrency, why I think cryptocurrency is something that has a huge future for us, why I think it can shape the future, and why I think that OneCoin actually is a very, very special cryptocurrency outside. Can you all see the presentation that I have prepared? Thank you. So now how it all started, as I said, it all started with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created, nobody until today knows actually who created it and how. But we all assume that it was created by some IT guys in 2008. It is that the name of this person who created Bitcoin is Satoshi Nakamoto, but actually, Satoshi Nakamoto in Japan is a name like John Miller. So we all think that this was actually a pseudonym of somebody who just wanted to stay anonymous and wanted to do a revolution and an innovation in the money market and in the in the IT. So somebody, 2008 actually had the idea of creating Bitcoin, and they started it off in 2009. In 2009, in January, they mined or created the 51st points of Bitcoin, and this is how it all actually started. In 2010, the first transactions offline was reported, and from then on, Bitcoin has been marching forward and being a force to count on. Just if you have a look at the numbers, Bitcoin price has been going up and down, but they reached in one point of time $11 billion market capitalization. They had over 1 million transactions since 2009. And even if nobody knows how many people take Bitcoins, but people say that about 50,000 stores worldwide actually are taking Bitcoins. You can see here how many Bitcoin transactions happen per day, and they grow and grow every day. The more Bitcoin, the more people know about cryptocurrency, and the market capitalization actually also grows. Now, what happened is that in 2013, Bitcoin got very much hyped up. It was one of the most successful financial investments. It increased 75 times in value. Now Bitcoin is $275. Thank you very much. It is correct. But what happened is that this investment got pushed very, very hard. So a bubble appeared. And we all know about bubbles. I guess in the US, we have been burned with bubbles a lot, the mortgage bubble and so on. So whatever and whenever some asset grows very, very fast in value, actually normal that this happens and that it also goes down in value very, very quick. So to me, I think it's crucial when we speak about OneCoin that this doesn't happen to us, that the growth and the value increases so fast and then it goes down. All assets go up and down in value, but we should be careful and we should not expect the price to skyrocket too high. It's also a bad thing and actually can lead to volatility and that it falls down. So one of my favorite stories, and it's actually really a true story, is one guy bought Bitcoins for $27. This guy was a student, I think, and he was writing a PhD thesis. Just bought, for $27 Bitcoin and forgot about them. So he wrote his PhD thesis. I think he made a doctorate, was very happy. And then 3 years later, he remembered these Bitcoins and he figured out that these Bitcoins were worth about $900,000. So of course he got very happy and an apartment for this money. But what this story actually shows is that in the beginning, nobody believed that this coin has a value. And then, of course, this one grew in value a lot. Now, one of the best stories also is $1 US pizza. In 2000, then the first offline transaction, meaning not in an online store, was reported that somebody bought 2 pizzas actually for 10,000 bitcoins. In the highest value of Bitcoin, these 2 pizzas actually would have been worth over $7 million. And this is a very good story to show you that we all don't know what will happen. And if a OneCoin currently is worth 125, who knows what will happen if in 2-3 years actually it will not be 50 euro, 100 euro, or whatever happens. So always be careful in the beginning. We're currently in the lucky position where we're the first movers, where all is, and the story of the pizza and the Bitcoin is actually a very, very good one. I always make a joke actually about this, and I say, guys, please don't make me tell you a story 2 years from now and say this is the guy who bought a pizza with OneCoins and now is very, very unhappy. Now, all jokes aside, I think Bitcoin made it actually into, and cryptocurrency into the financial world. There have been Bitcoin cash machines where you can get cash for your Bitcoins. Also, Wall Street has been taken Bitcoin extremely seriously. In the picture, you can see the Winklevoss twins, and these guys have registered a Bitcoin trust, a trust that is dealing with Bitcoins and cryptocurrency. So I think what we see is cryptocurrency is definitely a part of our financial world. It's here to stay. And even if it is a new concept, we see that cryptocurrency is something that is legal, legitimate, and some of it even as the future of money. Now, here is an article from 2013 from the Wall Street Journal. And whenever people ask me, cryptocurrency is something new, it's money, it's virtual money, whatever this is this legal? Well, the question is, if a government on profit, on profits coming from an asset like cryptocurrency, then yes, it is legal. So, for example, if you buy and sell Bitcoins and you make a profit, you get taxed on them. So this shows actually that this is legal. But also, the Federal Reserve Bank were also saying about this, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are accepted. We see that actually people are thinking in terms of regulating the industry, making it more transparent and protecting investors, which in my opinion actually is something very, very good, because we have always as OneCoin been interested in transparency, knowing our customers, and actually in the legal framework. This is also why the US got actually opened a bit later, because we took legal advice and extensive legal advice on this and want to do things actually very, very properly. Now, what is OneCoin? Why do I think that OneCoin is special, and what does it make different from Bitcoin? Why should we invest our money in Bitcoin? Why should we bother with OneCoin? Why should we participate in something like OneCoin? Why do I think this is something special and better? Now, I'm very grateful that Bitcoin exists, for sure, because without Bitcoin, we all would not be here today. So they were the first ones, they were the pioneers, and they did a lot, and they had an interesting concept. One of the key things of Bitcoin was that Bitcoin is an anonymous model. So this means that 2009, when Bitcoin was created, one of the main ideas was to make money transfer anonymous and possible. Now, 2009 is now quite a long, long time ago, and we all remember the 11th of September. All this currently we understand is quite difficult. We're living in a bad world, and moving money around in such a way that is intransparent and difficult, we all understand is not something that governments like and would like to follow. Terrorism, attacks, and money laundering is just a topic that is not easy currently. So this is why Bitcoin, in my opinion, has a lot of difficulties in the world outside. I don't know how many of you have a Bitcoin account or try to buy Bitcoins, but actually, when you now today try and buy Bitcoins, you get forced before buying them to give a lot of details about yourself, who you are, what you do. And this is actually how they try to avoid this. Also in the press, quite famous and quite big was a platform called Silk Road. I don't know how many of you heard about this, but this was a platform like eBay where you could buy a lot of things, being weapons, being drugs, or other illegal substances, and you could buy them with bitcoins in a very anonymous manner. So this again shows that cryptocurrency can be a good thing, but also can be abused by people, and governments will not tolerate this. So what happened is, as you all know, is Silk Road got closed down. The FBI says the bitcoins, and this is something that we just don't want for our OneCoin. We are a proper cryptocurrency. We have a safe and a good algorithm, but as we want to do a proper know your customer procedure, we want to operate within the regulations, and we are very, very strict on this, and it's important for us. What I think, however, is super, super special about OneCoin is the way we market the coin. Bitcoin, according to my research and according to my knowledge, is a coin where maybe 250,000 or 300,000 people own more than one coin in the world. So everybody speaks about Bitcoin, but only 300,000 people have more than one coin. So we speak here about an elite, about people who are either very rich or very knowledgeable. But we don't speak about a coin where everyone can use every day. So when I wanted to create cryptocurrency, my idea and my vision was to create actually a cryptocurrency where everybody can join, because it's easy, because it's simple, because I don't need a lot of money. A coin doesn't cost $1,000, but maybe $2, $5, $10, and everybody can afford it. And I wanted to create a phenomenon, as I said, like a Google, where we all can join in a good way without using too complicated medium and too much IT knowledge. I'm not an IT person. I'm a lawyer, as I said, and an economist, and I want it to be simple for me to use this coin and not like to have an IT or software education for this. The third thing, however, is something that really matters and that I would like to discuss with you. And I would really like everyone on this call to understand why it matters is cryptocurrency sounds very interesting, very, very innovative, very, very exciting. But take a step back and just think, why should we do cryptocurrency? What is the value of cryptocurrency? Worth something. Now, cryptocurrency, actually, I can compare most probably best to gold. Gold and cryptocurrency are very, very similar actually as a concept. If you think about gold, gold has no value actually at all. Gold has only a value because we think it has a value, because we can do something with it, because somebody changes, exchanges value for this. But gold actually is a very soft metal, which is in a pragmatic way totally useless. I could use a fork much better than a gold coin. But in our society, we assume that gold has some value. Well, the same goes a bit for cryptocurrency actually. What happens outside to Bitcoin and currencies? There are a lot of people who speculate with the currency. So that means they buy and sell. Now, a speculator compared to an investor is somebody who buys and sells all the time and who has a very short-term horizon for putting his money into an asset. Then we have the investors, all these people who say put their $30 into coins, and then the value will grow in 2-3 years, they'll be rich. These are investors, they have a long-term horizon. But still, guys, short-term or long-term, this does not mean that the cryptocurrency has a value. So in my opinion, to be different and to be special, cryptocurrency and our OneCoin has to have a value. And this value, in my opinion, comes through utility, to doing things with the coin. Only if the coin can be used by you, by me, by all of us, then actually it has a value and we can do something with it. And then this concept is successful. So what we want to create here all together is mine the coin and to create the coin. What we do every hour, every 10 minutes, 10,000 coins are created. But we want to do more with this coin. We want people to use it, and we want this coin actually to become part of our everyday life. And now the question, how can we do this? Now, cryptocurrency actually can be compared to PayPal and to other payment options. You can use coins and send them to each other, for example. You can use them as a money transfer. You can use them in so many ways. Now I see here people who are from Russia, for example. Now, if you want to send today fast money to somebody of your loved ones in Russia, how will you do this? You will do a very, very time-consuming and expensive money transfer. Some of you send money to the company, and we all know that it takes time and it costs money. Now, if you use OneCoin, sending coins takes less than 10 minutes. Every blockchain confirms the transactions, and within 10 minutes, you can make a transfer. The fees are very small, and now the other party can go and liquidate the coins, the value, and this is how you can send within 10 minutes from New York money to Moscow, for example. Now, the last step of this, as I said, is this is very good if you send coins from New York to Moscow, but maybe the other person in Moscow wants now for this money to go and buy a house, dinner, a car, whatever. So it is very important that we have a big network enough to create liquidity so that coins are bought and sold, and this is actually how our cryptocurrency will come alive. The more people we are, and this is the special thing about cryptocurrency, the more people speak about OneCoin, the more people use it, the more value we create for each other. And this is one of the few concepts actually in network marketing where I feel that this works, that the more we are, the more valuable the product becomes, and the more interesting it becomes for all of us. So my main interest, and I'm extremely honest to you, is not the investing, the speculation of the coin. This coin can only be successful if you, in 1, 2, 3 years, use this coin and make it valuable, because you are the people who make it valuable. If you don't use it, it has no chance to become successful. The end story, or how I envision this coin, is that in some time we actually link our coin to a MasterCard or a Visa card or a China Union Pay card. I think you remember in the beginning when I told you we don't know exactly merchants there are outside who take Bitcoins. Well, just imagine we link our OneCoins to a credit card. So you go and you buy your dinner in your favorite place with your OneCoins. You just give the MasterCard. The MasterCard is not loaded with dollars or euro, but just with OneCoin. So you pay for your dinner. You go to the cinema, you pay a card. Now what happened? It's not 50,000 merchants anymore who take OneCoins or Bitcoins. Actually, it's millions of merchants. The whole MasterCard and Visa network is taking OneCoin. And this is something that is actually the goal of our company, to make OneCoin accessible for everyone, to make OneCoin liquid. And this is how it change our life. And maybe now you understand the magic and the charm of cryptocurrency, which is having all the, how to say, innovations and the things that actually create our everyday life: the internet, the network effect, and money. And this is actually what the most successful companies of our did. Apple with the internet and with utilizing their devices, making them extremely usable. Google providing information to everyone. Facebook giving us the opportunity to create our own networks. And now cryptocurrency really changing the way we think about payments and the way we think about money. So actually, this is why I'm so into cryptocurrency, and this is why I really live for this concept and for OneCoin, and why we are so interested in this. So this is the overall vision, and I'll just say 2 or 3 more things: how we create cryptocurrency, what the members do, and how this works. And then I'll give over back to Per so he can say some few words. It's super important that you understand that the core and the heart of a cryptocurrency is its blockchain. In the blockchain, we actually record, it's like a main ledger, it's like a book that is open to everyone. We record every transaction that happens, every coin that we mine, every transaction that happens on the exchange is recorded in this blockchain. Now, currently, as you all know, the blockchain can be seen and accessed in the back office. And we all say that it's good to have trust to each other, trust to the company, but to be honest, we don't know. You guys don't know what it does and how. And this is why we have hired an external auditor, and this auditor publishes every month an audit of the blockchain. And I'm very proud to say that we are the first cryptocurrency with an audited blockchain. So what this audit means, you can check it up, of course, in the back office, but what it means is the following. All coins that are mined are in the back office and in the blockchain. So no coins are mined outside the blockchain. The company is not mining more coins or less coins. All of them are transparent. And all transactions are recorded by the blockchain. And this is extremely important because without trust in the blockchain, a concept cannot work. Now, all coins, and OneCoin will have 2.1 billion coins in the end of the day, are mined by our members. So what this means is that all coins will be created by you, will be distributed to you, and then you can decide what to do with them, to trade them, to keep them, or to use them. I think this is extremely important. Now here is an example of the blockchain of Bitcoin. And our blockchain looks actually very similar, just the colors are different, and you can have a look on this. So, and part of the blockchain. And I would like to say a few more words now about Bitcoin and mining coins. Now, 2009, I love this picture. You can see a normal personal computer. I don't know who remembers and who had one like this. I had one actually. And you could mine Bitcoins properly with your own personal computer. Now, the technology, I think we all know, advanced a bit in the last years, and mining Bitcoin 2000 becomes something actually for professionals. It means that we need more and more technology, more and more computer power. And actually, today I read a very interesting article again from Wall Street Journal. It takes you 450 days if you buy your own software and hardware to mine Bitcoins until your investment is profitable. So this is very important. So this, I think, is what I would like to say to you. When we start mining the coin in the beginning, it is not that difficult to mine the coin. So it means that it's like with a gold mine. You can imagine mining a coin like the algorithm that we have for the coin sets a total number of the coins. The OneCoin number is 2.1 billion. There cannot be more coins created. This is all, 2.1. So if you go into a gold mine today, if you buy a gold mine, there's only a specific amount of gold, not more, not less. So the same for both actually. So what you do is you start searching for the gold. And in the beginning, it's very easy to find the gold in the gold mine. It's everywhere. It's simple. You just go and take it. And then the more and more gold you find, the more difficult it gets, the more expensive. You have to dig, you have to search for it. And in a very simple way, this is actually what happens also to OneCoin. There's so many coins that are not found, so it's quite easy to solve the algorithm and to find the coins. But then the more and more people join, the more and more coins we find, the more difficult it becomes. And this is something that of course happened to Bitcoin and will happen and started happening to OneCoin actually too. Interesting is that the more difficult it becomes to mine the coin, it goes actually also up with this. Why? Well, it's quite logical, you know, you would not go and sell an asset under a price it takes you to create it. So what I have seen actually outside is that most often the price for selling and buying the coin was always a bit higher than the mining price. There outside, I guess a lot of you have been having a look on this, where you can see how difficult is it, how expensive is it to mine a coin. This is an example for a Bitcoin calculator. And I think it's very, very interesting if you see that in 2010, actually, it took you about 1 hour to find one Bitcoin. In 2014 and today, it's about 20 days to find a coin. So again, why do I say this? Because OneCoin is a very, very similar concept, actually, technically, like Bitcoin. Today, it is quite easy to find coins. It's still in the beginning, actually, of the coins. If you remember, whoever joined in the beginning, and there are some guys who joined us very, very early, the mining difficulty was 4 to 5 tokens. Today we're at 13, and the mining difficulty will go up, actually, I think, this week again. So what we see is that the mining difficulty almost tripled over 7 to 8 months. And we expect this to happen actually very soon again. And it's a very natural process, as I said. Now, this is what we have about cryptocurrency, and this one for me because we all do network marketing outside, and I know you guys get very excited and you sell and you just like market this. But for me, it's extremely important that when you go out and excite people about the concept, you understand what it is. And cryptocurrency is probably not the simplest thing outside. And I think it's important that we understand cryptocurrency is special and what is special about this. So I felt that it's important that we do it once more, that I explain it once more now that we are launching the US. And somehow it feels maybe that OneCoin is going home because the US is the country that was most receptive to Bitcoin. And I hope same welcome there for OneCoin. And I see a lot of you are excited about this. I know that a lot of you were asking us and support questions. When can we start? Why is this happening? And actually, I think it's important that you understand that we did our homework. We had to do some adjustments to the marketing plan. We had to do some special things. We had to take legal advice. But you all can go out and work safe. And we also, as a company, are on the safe side and we apply to the rules and regulations in the US. So this is why it took us maybe a bit longer to be there, but we're here to stay. We're very excited by the market. We as a company support the market very, very much. And as I said, when we started OneCoin, my goal was top 3 in the market. Now, top 3 doesn't mean number 3. And if we want to go and catch Bitcoin, we never can do this without being strong in the US and without being part of the community. So this is actually why I am so excited about the US as a market. It's something that is about prestige. It's a huge market, and it is, I think, a place of innovation of Wall Street, a place where we have to be if we want to be big. And I think this is it from me now. I would like to hand over back to Per, and I hope that this call was useful for you. And if you have questions, contact support. Be sure that I see questions. Be sure that we handle them in the webinars. Join us also for the regular webinar on Thursday. We record them also. And I know that a lot of you also are doing webinars also from the US. And I'm extremely proud of the team there. They are very active, very, very excited about the coin. Some of them visited me in the Sofia office and we had a good time. They got to know me, the team, and also this was good to build trust, to understand the coin. So I'm very proud of the US team. And now, Per, I would like to give over back to you. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope that we will speak more often to each other and the US will be great and big. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Ruja. Yes, it's a really funny business with cryptocurrency. We have some other people here on the call also that will tell about the tour that we will be doing in United States. We will do a tour with lots of cities. We will also be how do you say it now? We will be lots of people that flying in from Europe and Asia to help you guys with the business and concept. Do we have Sal on the call? Do we have Michael on the call? I see we have some United States numbers here now that coming in on the call. That
Yes, I am here, Per. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfect. I could hear perfect, my friend. This is Sal Leto. He is a good friend to me. He started in
Yes, Per. Can you hear my voice?
OneCoin in November, I think, December, something like this. He is a huge organization now in United States. I have met him once. I met him in Dubai with his beautiful wife. He worked together with a guy called Maurice Katz, and they have been rocking United States. We're really good and around in South America and those parts of the world. Sal, could you do like this, that you tell a little about what your feeling is about OneCoin, why you joined the company, and also about the tour you're going to do with the leaders now in the couple of weeks?
Yes, absolutely. No problem. Hello to everybody, OneCoin family. It's exciting to be here at the beginning of our company's initiation stages with something that I believe is going to be a game changer. It's already proven to be. I know we've all heard success stories outside of the United States about what people have been able to do with this opportunity, with this type of compensation plan and our unique business model. And the reason I got started with OneCoin is because I believe this is a company that has been needed for the last, 2 or 3 years. The United States has needed a refreshing opportunity like this that has a unique business model where someone can get involved just at the customer level without having to become an independent marketing affiliate, without having to build a team. Someone can get involved with the coin as a customer, start mining their coins, and position themselves for a massive profit. And when you have a business model that's legal and compliant, where somebody can make a great deal of potential profit without having to build a big organization, I think you have a winning opportunity. I think a lot of companies have tried to do something like this in the past, but they didn't structure their company correctly, and they didn't have a good enough business model to justify why people were earning a real profit without having to recruit. And I think this is the solution. And I think it's not just about network marketing, but what I see happening on a global scale with what's happening all around the world with Greece and Puerto Rico and several other countries that are really struggling right now economically. Those economies are looking to cryptocurrency as a solution for their economical future. And I believe OneCoin is one of those solutions for countries like Greece. So I think we're on the cusp, on the verge of a major global shift where a lot of economies, a lot of countries are going to realize that they cannot depend on fiat currency forever. But cryptocurrency has, characteristics like gold and silver, the way it's decentralized, the way it's unregulated, and I believe it is the currency of the future. So we are excited. We actually got started in February. I know Per feels like we've known each other much longer, but that's because we're good friends, and he likes me, so he feels like we've known each other longer. But it's been a short amount of time, but we've accomplished quite a bit of groundwork here in the United States. I know we're just getting started, and now that we're officially launching here in the United States, we're going to be doing a tour within my organization. We're going to be going to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, July 10th and 11th. We're going to be going out to Los Angeles, California, July 17th and 18th. We're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee on August 1st. We're going to be out in Spokane, Washington, August 8th. August 14th and 15th, we're going to be in Houston, Texas. Houston is doing incredible with OneCoin. And then also August 21st and 22nd, we're going to be out in Chicago, Illinois. So we're going around the country. A lot of leaders are teaming up together to go do a national tour. And in between these weekends, we're going to be making other visits to other places like Alabama and North Carolina. And what we're doing is we're getting everybody ready for the national convention in Las Vegas, which we're all excitedly anticipating an announcement about, Las Vegas having a convention and having an official company-wide celebration in Las Vegas as a company, to be able to look back and celebrate all the tremendous work that everybody's done so far in the first year of being a part of OneCoin. So that's why I joined. I think this is way bigger than network marketing. I think we're a part of a global shift. Can't wait till the Alum Gold coin, more news unrolls about that, and being able to purchase gold and create a savings plan with gold, since that's also an eternal currency. And just to see the value of this coin up, I know we have passionate members all around the world that are rooting for this coin. And I think now it's at a point where it is virtually unstoppable. You cannot stop the movement that's been created. So, Per, thank you for having me on, and I'll go ahead and pass the call back to you.
Thank you very much. We have another guy also here on the call. I wanted to introduce you. I met him the first time in Sofia. He did an interview with me. I really like this guy. He's a really smart guy, and he's a very good friend of me, and I met him also in Dubai. He has always the hard questions. Are you here, Michael? Hey, Michael.
Thanks for having me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we're here. Perfect.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah, well, thank you, Per, for having me on the call. Yes, I came actually involved in the company around the same time as Sal, back in February. Came in through Glenn Smith's organization and Frankie Lawler, and did have the pleasure of flying into Sofia and meeting with Dr. Ruja and a number of the executives as well. So that was part of this company, because why I got involved was I had seen the possibilities of. I knew that the time was right, and Dr. Ruja had created network marketing with a cryptocurrency was absolutely what the answer that was needed, and is the answer to the future of money in this. We are in a huge revolution right now. It's the continuation of the digital revolution that occurred, and there was massive changes, as we all know, in huge, very diverse industries that came through that digital revolution. But one of the main industries that you would have thought would have been affected first has yet really changed, and that industry is the banking industry. Upon further reflection, it makes some sense, because money has the leverage, and so money doesn't move unless money has to move. So the last, the one that has the tightest grip on the way things are, the status quo, is the money, is the banking industry. And so that is finally being forced, the industry, banking industry is being forced to change how money works. And if you look at the industry, from a high level, the behavior of money and how it travels has not changed since, the last innovation was the credit card. We're still wiring money the same way for 40 plus years now, and you can actually FedEx money faster than you can wire it, to other countries across the world. So it needs to change. There needs to be this decentralization, needs to happen. Cryptocurrency is the answer, and a lot of the heaven, dominated by Bitcoin. But, I will echo the words of many others and say that Bitcoin is not going to be the answer. Bitcoin has been the pioneer of cryptocurrency, but in the words of Richard Branson, he said there will be other currencies like Bitcoin that may be even better. In the words of Bill Gates says, Bitcoin be the dominant system. We need things that draw on the revolution of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin alone is not good enough. And I think that is absolutely true. I think that one of the, Dr. Ruja brought up one of the great points about how small the verse of Bitcoin holders are. We're looking at a 300,000 person universe that are holding at least a Bitcoin or more. And that's $300, $250 worth of Bitcoin or more. Well, there's an even deeper problem to Bitcoin that is important for everyone to know on this call, and that is 70% of are held by less than 2,000 people. And you can check this research, and I'd be happy to distribute it, but it has a big problem in what's known as whale accumulation, that there is a lot of big parties that dominate Bitcoin. And you add to that, so 75% being held by less than 2,000 people, and then you look at the distribution, and by January of 2017, 75% of all Bitcoins will be mined and distributed. So the point I'm making on this is that Bitcoin, with its 21 million coins, it's 75% being held by 2,000. It's 75% of all coins being mined by January of 2017. It truly doesn't work as the whole cryptocurrency. That is a huge point that puts us in the driver's seat, because it's not going to be Bitcoin. Ripple is a bridge currency. It's really an exchange protocol. It was completely pre-mined. 20% of it is in the hands of the management team. Which is Bitcoin doesn't have a marketing voice. Litecoin, it's all a part of Bitcoin. It has some technical change, but it too is very decentralized. What we have here that's equal is that marketing engine that is everyone on this call, and the whole system that's been set up very ingeniously. So I think that's a huge factor that is really going to change the dynamics of the game, and puts OneCoin in the lead with its 430,000 plus members. And this year, we will be firmly in the million plus range. There's no doubt in my mind. I truly, this company is going to be the fastest company to reach $1 billion in revenue in the history of the world. It will break. Groupon right now holds the record, and they did that in 2 years and 9 months. And I do see this company breaking that record. So I really want to emphasize that everyone on this call is in the right place. This is the right time. This reminds me so much of the time in the early 90s when online services were coming on, and it was dominated by 2 companies that were very technically oriented, CompuServe and Prodigy. Some of you may remember that. They both had about 1 million people back in 1992. And then out of the blue comes America Online. They only had 200,000 members, so they were the small guy in the midst of two giants. And they, over the course of the next 8 years, they got the marketing message right. They made it easy for people to acquire, to basically go online. They changed the game. You've got mail. They pioneered the email industry. But the long and short of it was they flooded everyone's mailbox with CD-ROMs, and they made it easy. They took your hand and brought you online. And over the course of the next 8 years, they had 25 million subscribers. And they, in 2000, ended up buying the largest publisher in the US, Time Warner, not the other way around, for $164 billion. My point in that is we are at the same kind of place. This is the Internet of money. And we're at that place, the beginning of the golden era of that, where accounts can be acquired very easily and the loyalty can be very high because we are making it easy for people to come online, or excuse me, not to come online, but to acquire cryptocurrency, hold it, use it. Whoever does that first for anyone in this world is going to have that kind of loyalty. And I think with this marketing approach, we are going to be the first in many realms for people to be using cryptocurrency in their everyday life. And that's very powerful. So again, we're in the right place at the right time, and I'm very excited about working with this team. It's a fantastic team. I have vetted them. I've spent time with them. I went to Sofia. I went to Dubai. This fantastic group of people. So we are primed and ready. And with that, Per, I will hand it back to you.
Thank you, Michael. Always nice to listen to you when you speak. There is so many people I want to thank in United States. I have some special people I really want to thank here on the call. That it's Glenn Smith. He's from California. Very good guy. I have been to his house, his family, and I've been there working with him. I want to thank you on this call, Glenn. Also, the rest of the people on the Salem Maurice line, Bob and Bill and those people. Also, Jason and his wife. Very good people that I have been meeting under this short time now. We have been up and running. We will do like this also. I will put up and send out a meeting list of the cities that Salem Maurice and the other people will do, so every people could go and see and listen to OneCoin in those cities. I think that was all from my side this time. We will have more webinars. This was the first webinar that Dr. Ruja had in the United States. So it's 1 o'clock in the night here in Sweden, and I want to thank you once again. Now we could start, and we will start United States with real power. Thank you, everybody. Bye.